Tar is a psychological drama film from Todd Field. He wrote and directed it. Now, I've only seen, out of the 3 feature films that he's done, I've only seen the first one, In the Bedroom, a really searing, solid drama about a woman grieving with the loss of her son and the steps they'll take to avenge him. But I haven't seen Little Children. I think I do own it, though. It's somewhere on my shelf. I bought it a while ago from Zellers. Anyways, this one is about Lydia Tarr. She is a composer, very powerful, very famous, and she works for Berlin Orchestra. So the first thing to just say is that this movie is super slow. The pacing's all over the place, but it's done on purpose. Let me explain. The first hour of this movie doesn't have a lot going on. There's literally no twists. There's no big plot reveals. Most movies have a sort of thing happen in the first 15 minutes, but this movie does not. The first hour is slow. We're sort of just building up Lydia's sort of world, her relationships with her daughter and her wife and different people, colleagues, assistant, things like that. But it's not until about an hour into the movie where we finally get this sort of inciting incident. And this sort of kicks off something pretty crazy. And then the director does a sort of unique, sort of subtle storytelling technique of not 100%, diving into the different intricacies of the different dramatic parts. So like, it almost feels like one big montage. I think that's done on purpose because if you look at the film subjectively, the first hour is slow. We have lots of long takes. The first scene is like this interview, and then we have long drawn out conversations with friends. And then by the time we hit the 90-minute mark though, and the scandal erupts, all of a sudden, like a really like powerful, scene that would normally take like 10 minutes or, it would be like a climax of an episode of TV. It happens in 15 seconds. And it's kind of crazy that the movie doesn't capitalize and doesn't have Cate Blanchett chew scenery all the time. But that was a specific choice from the director to not sort of dwell on those too much, because there's a lot of scenes that sort of just cut really early or implies something. It really has this sort of weird, it doesn't 100% show you everything. And I really like that aspect because, there's enough material here for like a 6-episode miniseries, but the director decides to not do that. Instead, give you an hour of this lady's life, put her through hell. Some scenes only last like 15 to 20 seconds. Crazy. Really poignant ending. Really great performances for all around. Everyone seems to be doing their own thing, and lots of great minimalist shots too. The cinematography is gorgeous. I really liked all those things. So Tar is not for everyone because of its really slow burn sort of introduction for the first hour, but if you're willing to stick with it, you'll get a really searing drama, really topical themes, really great performance from Cate Blanchett. Doesn't give you any easy answers either. It sort of leaves things sort of lingering, doesn't pick a side, and I really enjoyed that aspect. So I give Tar a 7 out of 10.